Hello guys, welcome to Not David Zimaleta. In today's video we're test driving the van after doing a major surgery. And now it's a moment of truth. Did we actually fix it or not? I don't know, we'll see. We're still on 9 codes, which are not related to the issue that we were working on. I'll tell you one thing, it's pulling great. I wasn't doing that before, up this hill. Like in the gas, I don't have to give it gas all the way. I just gave it slightly. So we have a table there, we should be clear. I hear air. Let's just hope it's a different type of air. First I'll just go by the gas station, do a shorter long run. Like, it takes a lot of effort to go. It feels like we're on brakes and we're not. I hope we're not. I don't know what to tell you, it sucks.
Feels slow?
Oh yeah, ridiculous. It seems like we might have the mass airflow sensor that's bad on it as well, but you have so many things that a lot of codes that are present. It's not a healthy beast. So let me do this. Let's shut it down, twist it to the on position, scan it using the Mercedes stuff. Let's see what came back. You know, so many people write me how stressed they are with these sprinters. They're just like, that's the worst vehicle, you know, blah blah blah, because so many issues, just so many, and you can't really fix them all. That's why on my 2006 I don't fix every issue. I only fix what's necessary for it to operate. The problems are never ending. And I'm scared of these vans more than I am of the T1N. They're a lot less reliable for some reason, harder to work on. So read codes. Interesting, it says no details. Look, it says brake, and why is that staying on? That's
came on for 1 second last few times.
Yes, that's normal, but it's like brake, force, distribution, diagnostics, regulation test. It feels like it's on brakes when you're taking off. That's what it feels like brake is being applied. That's what I feel. Whether that's what it's doing, it's a whole other story, but it feels just like you would be taking off with a handbrake on. And you know, who knows. Let's just do this again. It says no details, like there's no codes being detected right now. Let's do it again.
It doesn't show the seat belt and the tire pressure sensors?
Right now it doesn't really show much of anything, to be honest with you. I made a mistake. I was doing electronic stability program test.
Oh.
Forgive me. I'm tired.
You need a
You're
steak
tired.
and a beer.
Something. Chinese, something. I really need to feast. Control unit version. I am like so wear out, it's not even funny. Okay. Alright, here's what we have. The lower limit value of component B2/14 hot fill mass airflow sensor. So we have that.
That's in the air filter box?
That's an air filter box.
What is that trying to tell us though?
Well, I keep deleting it and it keeps coming back, so it's bad.
What's bad? The air filter?
No, mass airflow sensor is bad.
The sensor is bad.
Yeah.
So what's the sensor looking for?
It's looking for the proper resistance, and it's not giving proper resistance. So
I know, but what's it trying to tell us? That there's not, that the air filter is dirty? Or...
No. It's trying to tell us that it's dead. It's if when it comes back like that all the time and it's reading the
I
master flow
understand
sensor.
that the sensor is broken, but
Right.
what does the sensor tell you when it's working?
Oh, it regulates your fuel and
Oh, the air
and
fuel
diesel.
mixture.
Yes, it's very important. The lower limit. Look again, intake manifold. So I have 3 codes in a row, intake manifold related. We could take one of my sensors and throw it on here if you want. Let's see if that fixes
See if
it.
that changes it.
Yeah.
It's just a little thing on the top, right?
Just gonna take a couple hours more.
No.
But where else you gonna get one to test with?
Yeah.
The signal voltage or component. Mercedes, they don't throw parts to test. They charge you for the part and labor to do it. And if that doesn't fix it, it's not their fault. It's your fault because it's your van. You know, so. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna tell you. We will not do any guessing. We're gonna clear these codes again. We will drive it. Let's drive a short way over here.
Yeah,
We'll
go
turn
a little
around.
farther.
Yeah. So I just deleted the codes. Your check engine light is still on.
Don't some ECUs take a cycle, like a 20-minute or something cycle to clear out?
Possibly. I mean, you know, here's the thing. If there's a problem, check engine light will stay on. And apparently you have a problem. It doesn't matter. You could clear it as many times as you want. If there's a problem, check engine light will stay on. So let's try to gun it. This is me pressing gas all the way. One thing you're not hearing is the air.
Seems like good pickup.
Here's, yeah, it's a slow acceleration, but it's a good pickup. And right now, look, we're doing 80 right now, and we just pressed the cop. Hopefully he don't have his radar on. I'll tell you one thing is, it is slow but steady. At least it accelerates. How will it accelerate up hills? I don't know. But here's what we're gonna do, Michael. Make this decision. You want to test drive it all the way to the lake and see how it is, or you want to get in it right now, test drive it home, see how you like it. If you like it, stick with it, go home. Or if you don't like it, we'll open up your hood. We're gonna drop a mass airflow sensor on there.
I think we should put the airflow sensor.
Okay.
But can I drive it?
Of course, that's what I want you to do. I want you to feel how it drives now versus what you had before. You've been driving it for a while and you should be able to know how is it really behaving. You might also have issues with barometric sensors and all kinds of stuff, and including that part that we're trying to remove, and it had that metal. There's a flap on the inside, and that piece, when it fails, it does this type of lip mode. So with this van, it could be so many different things. So you really have to throw parts at it in order to fix it. Or just be really good at guessing. So what do you feel?
It's hard to tell. I mean,
if your master flow sensor's back, by the time we get back, we need to shut the vehicle off, read the codes again, and then we will see if it came back or not. Because there's a good chance that it might be old code that was related to the air.
So tell me where to go, Serge.
Keep going straight.
I mean, it is kind of slow, I guess.
it's a slow pickup, but at least you're not a lipo technically.
Yeah.
But I think your air fuel ratios are not able to be regulated properly, so you're not getting a proper fuel mix, and that's why it's doing this. So we're gonna make a left right here. Start slowing down, slow down, slow down, slow down. So here's the street. That's not me.
You're driving.
I'm right there. Yes.
Same parking spot.
Yeah, let's get in the same one. If you're gonna go to the dealer, they're gonna, when they're gonna do the thing, they're gonna read, and you're gonna tell you're gonna need so much stuff.
Yeah.
It's not even funny. You will be like shaking your hand. By the time you're done and over, this one's gonna cost you 30,000. Just shut it off. So shut it off completely. Now we're gonna need to twist the key to second position and read the codes. Let's see what it says now. Sorry, I'm dirty and I'm all over these seats here.
It's all right. I'm dirty too.
Yeah. I have good news. The only codes I see is 2 glow plug codes, and we have basically a NOx sensor code. It doesn't say it's a NOx sensor, but it's a catalytic converter, code.
Okay.
So there's a good chance that this is good, but NOx sensors, they cause drivability issues exactly like this.
But I had those NOx sensors
I know.
put on.
Believe me, I hear this all the time. I had the same thing happen to my friend. It's still, he had new sensors put in at the dealer because he gave up on it because he could figure it out. I had the same thing was going on. One of my friends at Chattanooga lives down there. Also, van like this, inspection in Chattanooga, but the rest of Tennessee does not have inspection. He went to Mercedes, and just because of that chicken light, just this type of drivability, it was fine. Everything else, $7,000 to just diagnose that check engine light. What you have in here?
Is this the sensor you're talking about?
No, talking about this. That's a kind of like a barometric sensor for the air box, and there should
Why
be.
does this take 2 hours to replace?
It doesn't. I'm making it up. I'm making it up. I mean, look. You came here to get your diagnostics done, possibly with the computer you gave me.
Yeah,
You didn't came here to. You didn't came here to take your van apart and to basically have be like in the service department. I'm not really even equipped for that. Yeah, I'm a backyard mechanic, but I wanted to make sure that if I could help you, I help you. But this was my first time dealing with this issues on this, like as far as engineering the way things are. So we got this thing parked right now. Mass airflow sensor doesn't show. We have one more option. Let's drive it to the lake and back, and then see if that sensor comes back. And if it comes back, let's go ahead and replace it. Because most likely it's not bad, but sometimes the code needs a little time to be triggered.
Okay, you can drive.
Okay. See, we only have 3 codes right now, which is great. It's okay, it even backs up better. Last time, so much hesitation for backing up. It was crazy. So this is good. A lot of energy, a lot of power going up the hill. So I'm really happy about that. Remember when we had that leak? It was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad. It was like the worst. I mean, it's definitely right now better. I'd say this little test drive that we just did was equal to the same one we did the very first time you brought it here. Right. For some reason, that air did not impact it so much. I was able to accelerate, but I got it slightly above 70. And it felt like it didn't want to really go anymore. Now it goes up to 80. So testing it this way, we have a little bit more hills, and you'll be able to see what kind of power does it have going up the hills, because you driving through the Tennessee mountains, you're gonna have lots of those. And I know what it feels like, feeling like you're in a big semi truck and everybody's passing you going up the hill. I already had this issue, and that second issue, that with the pulling, it actually is not your knock sensor. Knock sensor was replaced, but I'll tell you what it is. Your particulate filter that costs $3,800 is bad. It's clogged. But here's the thing. Technically, using the computer you gave me, we can force it to regenerate. It hasn't regenerated in a while. And you know why it hasn't regenerated? Because it drives really slow. It needs to be driving like 70 miles an hour on the highway for, I don't know, like 500 miles for it to kick in and regenerate. But when catalytic particulate filter, when it does not regenerate enough and so much soot builds up, it cannot regenerate anymore. It needs to be forced in order for it to be regenerated. And we can do that using that computer.
Okay.
See, mine does not need that, so we'll see other things. So it is your choice. Do you want to do that? Force it to regenerate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Might as well after all this.
I've never done it before, so it's going to be a learning experience where to find it, but we should be able to find it. But I'll tell you what, drives great. I want you to drive it back from the lake and see how it is. But I could tell, man, I would be okay with this. It's not like a 100%, but it's not 80% either, you know?
Yeah, or 50%.
Exactly. If like 50, last time we had like 30%. that thing was like just ridiculous. I mean, how should it breathe having all those holes in there?
Yeah.
And it's just really crazy. I mean, this is good. Look, we have good power. Look. See, we have like just really good pickup. And I let it go of the gas right now a little bit going up the hill. So that's why you see the little hesitation. It's fine. It's got a lot of energy right now. I'm definitely happy with what it is, what's it doing right now. It actually feels better than we went to the gas station. And I believe the reason it's better is that mass airflow sensor codes, they're not here. They're not present. Because they are not present, it's driving better now.
So what's the engine like for?
It is for your particulate filter that costs $3,800. Possibly the NOx sensor that has to do with it. But I owned 2007 like this, and after 20,000 miles, seriously, brand new Sprinter, I paid like $38,000 plus taxes and fees. Cost me like $45,000. And after 20,000 miles, I still had warranty. I keep taking it to the dealer. They could tell me what was wrong, but guess what? As soon as 100,001, they said, oh, it's a particulate filter. And at first they pretended like they didn't know what was going on, because they don't want to fix it under warranty, because it's a real expensive job. And then they told me, it's like, good. It's a bad thing I didn't know what the heck I was doing back then. I was new. I just bought it in 2007. It was my first experience. I bought a 6-cylinder like this. So they told me they were gonna give me a discount and sell it to me for $3,800 plus labor. Discount, huh?
They're just not honest.
They're not honest, and the reason I know about forced regeneration, I mean, I talked to the guy as a mechanic, and you know, I said, listen, you know, what can we do? And he was pretending he could do nothing, but he was kind of cool, and he says, you know what, I could do forced regeneration, I could try, but he had to force it 3 times, and it finally kicked in on the 3rd time. It wouldn't do it. It wouldn't even force regenerate. After he did force regenerate, it was driving better, but the problem was back like within a week.
Will I know by the time I get to Chattanooga if anything's better or not? Well,
I think if it's going to be driving fine, and you're going to be driving such a distance to Chattanooga, try to drive it kind of hard. You know, like if it's 65, you know, do 65 or 70. That way it has a chance to regenerate, you know, if that's the case. But it is your catalytic converter code on, which is a particulate filter.
Okay.
So, look, I'm gonna leave it up here up the hill intentionally, and I want you to get in and see what's it gonna be like for you. That vibration you get in, this is your motor mounts. They're just bad.
I mean, it feels good. I think it would limp at that point on the old system.
Most definitely. So right now it's definitely a lot more livelier.
Yeah, I think so.
And I'll tell you something, and this is based on my experience. When I brought it to that dealer and we needed to force regenerate, did you know how bad it was going? It was barely taking out from lights on a straight road, like barely going. It was so bad, and my fuel economy became 13 miles per gallon.
My friends live on a hilly neighborhood. I would get to a hill like this and be going too slow, and it would stop. I'd have to back up and get a running start.
Really?
Yeah. Like right here, I wouldn't be able to go. Now it goes.
Yes. Good.
Like this is hill.
Yes.
Just like this, it would come to a, here I'll do it, come to a stop.
Yeah.
It'd come like this, and it would just...
Maybe even back up. Oh, you're talking about once you're at the very top?
Yeah, it would just go, it would...
Really?
No forward motion. I'd back up and get a run.
Wow.
So this is better.
Good. Your particulate filter, based on my experience, it's not bad. You know when it really gets bad? It really stops pulling. It's going to be doing exactly what you just told me. But that's with everything being okay, like turbos being okay. See, right now everything's good as far as the air system goes, and that's how it is. It's just a super bad drivability due to particulate filter, and everybody is annoyed by it. You know what I did to fix it on the 2007? I simply deleted it. I got rid of that particulate filter. I removed it from my van and I straight piped it. And then after that, it was driving like a Mustang. It was like so fast.
What happens if you do that on a later model?
Well, you would. This model is programmed with the computer. Make sure it's. You're not going to be able to start it up. Before, I was able to unplug it and just go. And you know what the dealer told me? He actually told me I would not be able to unplug it. I told this mechanic when he was force regenerating. I said, listen, just between me and you, we're both young guys. You know, I said, listen. Can't I just get rid of it and put a straight pipe? He said, no, it's gonna be flubbering, it's gonna be shaking, it's not gonna work. And I didn't believe him. I went to Pep Boys, got myself a piece of pipe, went to Meineke, I cut it the right length, and I said, can you stretch this end for me? I tipped the guy really good, he did it for me, and I installed it right there in the parking lot, that piece. And that made my problems go away.
No, it's better. Here's a little hill.
Yeah.
It's already going beyond 3,000 RPM, so it would never do that.
The only thing I'm really concerned about and curious, will your mass airflow sensor come back? If it does come back, your drivability issues will be affected. Then I recommend we replace it. If it doesn't come back, leave it alone until it comes back. You know, don't fix it until it breaks, you know?
Right.
Because it could have been being triggered because of your message, you know, like boost leaks and stuff, and a bunch of lights get triggered because of that.
So can the other computer find the seatbelt restraint thing and clear it out?
There's a good chance we could try. There's I mean, why not, you know? And the way I have things, you could park right beside me, like back up right to me. We'll open up this door, reach in here with the wire, plug everything up, and see.
Okay.
If you have time for that. Yeah. But I'm telling you, we're gonna spend at least an hour minimum.
It's okay. I'm
digging through it, because there's just a lot of options to go there, and we might not find it like in a couple of minutes, you know.
Okay, so coming up past the church.
Oh, no, we're good. There's gonna be like a little gas station, there's gonna be a fire station that you gotta pass on the left, with a helicopter landing pad.
Yeah, it feels better.
Yeah, it definitely feels good. Like, this actually feels better than when you brought it on the very first run. because it actually does accelerate. That's a fire station. So then we're gonna have a sign that says church on the right, and that's my garage gonna be there, and then you can make a right turn in. These pants and the shirt was brand new when I started. I actually just bought the stuff, and now I look like a real mechanic. And I've ruined my jacket that I bought off Amazon.
You are a real mechanic.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. It feels better. It feels like a regular car again.
Yes, yes. I mean, it is a big vehicle. It is weighted a little bit. You do have stuff in it. Like mine's light. It doesn't really have all this stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of weight with those.
It is. You have a lot of stuff going on. So right here. See church?
Gotcha.
And then, isn't it funny they put church here when the church is over there?
It's a warning.
It's a warning that there's a church here.
I miss these holes. Okay, next to you or in front? You want to move the table? I'll help you.
Just pull up as much as you can forward. I think that's a really long cord. That's it. That's it. I don't wanna do body work today. I would have done a lot. We've removed the whole front end of that thing.
Turn everything off.
Yeah, just everything off. Let's twist. Now let me just do key to second position. Let's see what we get. I'm gonna go ahead and exit out. And let's just do everything again. And let's see just what comes back.
Good, it went away. Brake diagnostic.
Yeah. You know that brake, ABS brake thing? It is programmed for so many presses for the brake.
Oh, really?
And even if it's good, it will actually tell you to replace it.
Yeah.
It will stop working. And that's expensive. That ABS.
It's such a racket.
I believe mine went out on this one. It's you know, was such a racket.
Yeah, it's to cheat people.
It is, and that's actually on every single Mercedes. So I have a good news for you. Mass airflow sensor code did not come back. We have the catalytic converter. The signal charge rate is above the permissible limit value. Now, that's a good sign. It says it's above. So it's actually breathing like considerably really good.
Mm-hmm. So
whether it actually means what it says it means, that's a whole another issue. But when a signal charge rate is above, that's what she says, above the permissible limit, that's actually good. It's breathing good. That's what it's telling me. What about you?
I mean, it's not like danger. It just
no. It means
above.
It means it's like it's breathing good. Like it's actually coming out of the exhaust pipe good. I mean, that's a good sign. It needs to breathe.
Okay.
So, whether that's actually what it means, that's beyond me.
Let's look up the other computer and see if you
I'm gonna go ahead and just clear this, even though it's gonna come back. But I'm already here, so I'm clearing it. So we cleared. I'm gonna exit out. And I will hook up that other computer right now.
I just want to see. I want to see what you figured out on it. I'm curious about that.
I only messed with that one time, and I did make a video. Yeah, that one video that you've seen, that was me messing with it one time. Michael, I'm like so busy every day. If it's not one thing, it's another. I'm always putting out fires.
Just pull
I'm a fireman.
Oh yeah. I would like to fix this too. Put it back in its housing.
Oh. My name is Serge Zimaleta. I'm 37 years old, and yes, I experienced success after buying my first home for cash. Back in 2011, I was broke, but I learned to solve problems on my own. Now, I'm helping others to solve their problems. I know what pitfalls to avoid to stay profitable in business. Need motivation to be more successful in your life? Do you have Sprinter expedite their business problems? Then subscribe. Let's find creative solutions to your problems. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my helpful videos.